Hello again, Evan Pinion back with another knife review. And today's review is going to be on a Gerber knife. I know, another Gerber? I know, I've been sort of a harsh criticizer on Gerber. I mean, they make some good... There's some things that are really good that I get from them, but for the most part, my experience with them ever since they've been bought out by Fiskars has not been so good. But every once in a while you do find a gem, and this to me is a gem. This is the Gerber Instant. And this came out in 2012, and since then it's gone through slight modifications. They've redone pretty much the pivot, sort of. Redone the pivot pins, or the screws, I should say. Redid the lock, sort of beefed up the lock. Redid the pocket clip. So, but still pretty much kept the same design overall. But yeah, I really like this knife. At first I wasn't into it, the design, but I heard some good reviews about it, and so I just figured, you know what, I'll at least try and handle it, you know. So I got to handle it first before I bought it, and just was like, this is an amazing knife. I really like it, actually. So I bought it, and I have been happy with it. I've been very happy with it. What it has is nice textured G10 handle scales. You see some cutouts to where you see some of the liner. It's full nested steel liners. And like I said, the pocket clip, this is a slightly thicker pocket clip than on the original. And it's only right hand tip down. You gotta have a lanyard hole, dual thumb studs, and it's an assisted opener, and it uses Gerber's Fast 2.0, their second generation assisted opening system. And what that utilizes is, back here, that bar right there is a leaf spring or torsion bar, if you will. And so when you push on the thumb studs, torsion bar engages at a certain point and whips the knife out. And you have a 3.3 inch modified, what they call drop point. I consider it more like a modified clip point, but whatever, drop point, clip point. You have 3.3 inch blade. It's coated with some black coating, they don't say which, probably titanium nitride. Partially serrated. Slight hollow grind. It's probably shallow, very shallow hollow grind. And it's made out of 7CR17 MOV, which is basically the Chinese equivalent of 440A, or maybe even the equivalent of Japanese AUS6. So not a great steel, but not a bad steel either. A very nice everyday carry steel. Came very sharp out of the box. Nice thickness to it too. And it locks up with this plunger lock, and like I said, they actually beefed this up some from the original. So it locks further in, and this one has absolutely no play at all. Just beautiful. And it centers perfectly in the handle. It has some jimping up here, which isn't effective at all, but you know, it's better than not having any jimping at all, I say. And it's fairly ergonomic, not the most ergonomic, but fairly ergonomic. The pivot, now what's to note about, I believe only 2 of their knives out of the Fast 2.0, maybe 3. I'm not sure if the Propel AO uses the same pivot system, but I know when they came out with this new system, it was the Instant and the Venture. Sorry, I can't really speak at the moment. The Venture, and both of those used ball bearings in the pivot. I don't know if the Propel AO does, but I know all the other ones that I've seen just use Teflon washers. But this one uses ball bearings, which is also very nice. So it has nice deployment, nice centering, nice lockup. Just an excellent everyday carry knife. I highly recommend this. But of course, this is one of their Chinese offerings, so you gotta be careful because, like I said, Gerber's a hit and miss, and usually, in my experience, they miss. So if you get a chance to handle one before you buy it, I suggest handling the one. I suggest handling it, and if you can handle the one that you're actually going to buy, handle it first and make sure it's as good as this one, because this one is perfect. So I do highly recommend it. If you can find a great one like the one I have, perfect lockup, perfect centering, able to adjust it if need be, fit and finish are great, then by all means get it. It's not an expensive knife either. It would make a great everyday carry. So anyway, thanks for watching and God bless.